in their environment very rapidly. Flicker fusion rate, we all got one. Anyway, time is relative and it gets real weird, especially with special relativity. If two people stay home and sit on the couch together, their watches are going to match at the end of the day. But if one of them gets up and leaves, as soon as they start walking, their watch is measuring differently than the one still sitting on the couch.
Say what?
Because they're in movement. Furthermore, they get in the car and start driving. Well, that difference becomes more drastic.
Really?
The person in motion ages more slowly than the person sitting on the couch because time slows down for the person in motion, while everything around
Interesting.
needs to speed up.
Because
Time
it
passes slower on
That's
the first
the
floor of a
trick
building
to,
than it does on the 10th floor of a building.
being
They
human.
blame that on gravity, if you can believe it.
You just keep
Objects
moving.
in motion age more slowly.
Well, that's the way-
Did you know that the Earth spins? Whether you believe in a spinning ball or not, there is a fundamental spin in the equation. Earth being a toroidal vortex, and
That-
this is observable
that
in
part,
its magnetic field.
yeah.
Gravity being a byproduct of electromagnetism rather than a fundamental force.
Yeah,
Space
agree.
and time being inseparable, it's like a fabric. Gravity being that observable phenomenon, measurable, we can see it. That distorts
So much we
both
can't
time
see.
and space.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
Fabric, and when you bend the fabric, it distorts both. So gravity bends time and space, which are both curved to begin with. There are no straight lines anywhere in reality.
None.
It's illusion. But the more dense an object is, the more that it bends the fabric of time and space, the longer the light has to travel to get between 2 points. This is called gravitational time dilation. The more dense an object is, the more that it distorts the fabric of space and time. An object in motion also distorts the fabric of space-time. If you want to read up about the geodetic effect, but what's all this got to do with how old the Earth is?
Geodetic.
Everything. The
Well,
Earth is spinning.
Pan and I were
Some
just
way,
talking
shape, or
about
form, it has a fundamental spin.
being
The speed at which the
geocentric.
Earth spins has been
I'm pretty sure we
slowing
are.
down
We
this
are the
whole
center.
time. Oh, wait a second.
I
Do you know
know.
time doesn't even pass the same everywhere on Earth? Because gravity is concentrated in some spots. All these changes are very minuscule because
But
we're all on the Earth.
they all matter.
They give us big hints. Now, whether you believe the Earth orbits the Sun or the Sun orbits the Earth,
That's
that
what
orbit
I
has
just
also
said.
been slowing down this whole time. Oh, snap. Time is passing faster now than it was.
It sure is.
They say the size of the Earth finally stabilized around 620 million years
What?
ago. Well, on a scale of 4.5 billion years, that means something. The Earth-Sun system passes through the galactic plane of concentrated pancake gravity approximately every 30 to 40 million years.
That's
This
crazy.
motion is an oscillation. You see it there?
See it?
An
I
optical
do.
wave
Okay.
function. Oh,
I remember
and
hearing
the
about this a long
cycle
time ago.
is roughly 70 million years with an amplitude of 100 light years. Earth's current trajectory is moving upwards away from the galactic plane where gravity is concentrated in a thin sheet across
That
the
would
galaxy.
make sense to why things are
Dipping in and out of it
popping.
causes gravitational time dilation, recurring periods on the Earth, where time slows down and then speeds back up again, over and over and over. When I
Jeez.
tell you it is all observably toroidal vortex, I mean from the tiniest small things to the grandeur of the universe itself. Hydrogen wave function. What I'm basically getting at is that there are several
There's-
mechanisms by which the fabric of time and space get distorted on a schedule.
On
the core of the Earth spins, it has slowed down
regular.
so much that it looks like it's going in reverse.
Retrograde.
And I do believe we have mechanisms to observe this gravitational time dilation in our history, stuff like the Cambrian explosion, where the speed of evolution appears to have significantly increased the speed of it, how fast things happen. So when space and time slow down together or speed up together. So for instance, when a star supernovas or explodes, it sends out waves of gravity.
We're doing that right now. Did you know there was a volcano erupted Monday in Costa Rica? We've had like at least 3 or 4 earthquakes since.
It's toroids all the way down. And there's even more stuff like voids. A void,
A void.
is nearly empty of everything. And they say that our galaxy may be in a void. Time definitely passes differently than for other galaxies that are not in voids. Because in more populated places, like places full of galaxies and stars, time passes more slowly.
I believe that.
Because of all that gravity. And I want you to understand that when time speeds
The
up or slows
buoyancy.
down, we won't notice it while it's happening. Because all the processes, all the
We're in
natural
it.
processes, how long light takes, everything slows down or speeds up together. So that we here can't perceive that it's happening at the time. Whereby, like the Cambrian explosion,
Hence, like,
there will be evidence that stuff sped up or slowed down. If we look. By
If
seeing
we look,
processes
yeah.
speed up and slow down. So that when the James Webb Telescope spots galaxies that are twice as old as they should be, twice as old as the universe itself, how can that be? It all depends on where you're observing from and what you're observing.
That's very true
As
on
to
just
age,
period.
how fast is it moving? How fast was it moving? Where is it and what's next to it? Do you know planetary alignments actually do mean something?
Oh, they definitely do.
Denied. Eclipses mean something. What do they mean? They distort the fabric.
They are totally distortions.
As well as elastic
It sucks. I mean, just when you grow up thinking one thing, that that's they're not. Nothing's real. It's all real and nothing's real.
Observing us would see us going through periods of gravitational time dilation. Would see
It's
our
all a wave.
processes they could, speed
It's
up
pretty
and slow
amazing.
down.
If it was somebody created, like something, what the hell created? What in the world?
What in the world, indeed? This thing right here. Oh, we got to get that guy. Where did he go? Right there. Grab him with the tissue. That thing.
There is a constant, if you will.
No, for real. Put it. You want to grab it with the tissue.
Distorted by gravity.
It's unfortunate right there. That little thing. But I'm telling you, little things like that cause big probs.
I do believe millions and billions of years deep time is an illusion. But when we say how old is the Earth, I think that the word years doesn't mean what we think it means.
Well, I think we're off 1,000 anyway, at least.
A whole lot can happen in a year,
Mm-hmm.
or very, very little, depending on where something is, how fast it's moving.
I didn't know you were going to be
how much
talking this long, brother.
density it has. So it's no surprise to me to
I
find
feel like I've seen him on a
galaxies that are
panel
one
somewhere.
Yes, it can. Where are we? How fast are we moving? Are we in a void, observing things that are not in a void? The stars and galaxies dipping in and out of galactic planes and such.
Oh,
Galaxies themselves dipping in
He's
and
hella
out of
interested.
far larger planes and such. Are we going to talk about dark energy and matter now? Just honorable mention. The universe itself is a toroid. Everything in it is a toroid. There is a bigger plane than the ones galaxies display.
The whole 6
The universe
feet
itself has one.
is your
I'm not gonna get
toroidal.
into that either, 'cause I already have.
So if you can create a toroid around an object, you can make it float.
I think that only happened because I
don't
put
know
the
all this. I'm
stupid.
learning stuff, pondering it,
You have to resonate the
hypothesizing, a little bit
object
theorized with the data that I
to
have
the
to work
correct
with,
frequency and
that
it'll
other
float.
people gathered.
Like you could probably like
Just
hum
seems to me that there's an answer here staring us all in the face.
for a
Time
while
is
and
irrelative.
like
It only
vibrate
really
something
matters
off of
from
the table.
universe's perspective.
Totally. No,
Our
you
lives
paper.
are
wouldn't doubt.
For sure.
You definitely can.
For sure, like a paper.
Is that gonna get out of my
Smaller,
name?
not
After a
small,
fashion,
but,
I find it to be a
Here,